think, okay, when it comes to bowel health, what we mean by a healthy bowel really would be a bowel that is free from what we consider the common symptoms of bowel abnormalities. And what would they be? Nobody wants to be constipated. Nobody wants to get diarrhea. Nobody wants to get bloating and pain. Now, many of these symptoms are easily manageable through little changes in a person's lifestyle and diet. And in other words, many of the symptoms here are related to the way we eat and the content that we eat. The content that we eat that can produce a lot of gas can lead to increased symptoms of bloating, and with the bloating you can get pain. The food products that tend to cause a lot of this bloating will be things that require fermentation in the gut, such as fibrous foods. Now, I'm not saying that fiber is bad, just that certain types of fiber do tend to produce more gas when they're being digested in our gut. For example, if you take a lot of onions, and all of us have experienced this, you're not going to be the best friend to the next person over the next few hours because he doesn't want to smell what you are sharing with him coming out from the back end, right? So in looking after your gut health, you have to learn to identify what are the foods that you eat which tend to make you get more bloating. And if you just reduce them by about half, you will find that most of your symptoms disappear. So to me, if I were to advise a person generally on gut health, I would say that you should have a balanced diet. The balance should have the different food groups, the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats. You need to, and you get a lot of this, in fact, in fibrous food, in fruits, vegetables. So you do need that. Ensure that in your diet you have many different types of foods that have color, because each color comes from a different nutrient. Therefore, you get a range of your nutrients. You can't just take green leafy vegetables as your source of fiber. You do need different colored fruits, or even, for example, red peppers, because they give different nutrients. Having that broad range, therefore, allows you to absorb different types of nutrients, and you're less likely to run into trouble. If you think that you are more prone to developing constipation or diarrhea, then we tend to use probiotics in our clinical management. Therefore, for a normal person, having a regular intake of diet rich in probiotics also helps to maintain the gut's health. What are these natural probiotics? Well, we already have them in all the different cultures. There's yogurt, there's sauerkraut, there's miso, there's kimchi, and all the other semi-fermented food that we have. They are rich in probiotics because of the fermentation process that's already happened or is going on, and they help the bowel maintain its stability.